Marriage is hard, oh. Marriage is complicated, oh. Make una hear. Marriage, it is a scam. I talk am. Now me talk am. How they come? Wait. Marriage is not an achievement. If you want to hear more, stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. This is Ujumpo of Ujumpo Unravels. In today's episode, we're talking about marriage. Marriage. Okay, so the question is marriage an achievement? Personally, I don't think it is. You know why? Because really, while researching for this topic, I actually had to look up what achievement means. And I actually wrote it down. Hang on. Okay. Meaning of achievement: a thing done successfully with effort, skills, or courage. Another meaning is the process or fact of achieving something. Yeah? So, and also I had to go deeper to examples of achievements. So you have scholarships, you have awards, you have like promotion at work. These are examples of achievement. So say you're working and you got promoted. Or, you're a student and you got scholarship to further your education. Or you got award for maybe a philanthropic job or thing you did or whatever in any sphere or sector. These are achievements. And the things that are not achievements are marriage. It was listed. 2, doing your chores at home. You see the category that they put this marriage in. 3, being kind or being polite to people and stuff like that. So I actually want to make this video for young ones, right? Because I've seen 25-year-olds, 24-year-olds killing themselves. Oh my God, I finished university. The next thing is to get married. And you even ask them, what do you think marriage is? They don't even know. They feel marriage is just them meeting their Prince Charming, or moving into their own home, having babies, taking pictures on social media, always recording anniversaries or birthdays or traveling around the world. That is not marriage, girl. Marriage is much more than that. In short, you know what marriage is? It's sacrifice. You know what marriage is? Forgiving someone even before he or she hurts you. And when I say forgive, I mean forgive and forget. You know what marriage is? Accommodating people's flaws and being non-judgmental about their weaknesses. Should I go on? Do you know what marriage is? Sometimes even losing yourself for the people you love. And those people are your husband or your children or even your in-laws. You know what marriage is? Marriage is patient. Marriage is kind. Marriage is tolerant. Marriage is forgiving and forgetting. Marriage is hard. I remember a childhood friend of mine that got married. 4 or 5 years into his marriage, he called me one day and said, Ujumpo, he called me. I said, hey, what's up? He said, marriage is a scam, oh. You see this thing, eh? Honestly, if I knew this marriage was hard, I wouldn't have entered, though. Marriage is a scam, oh. Don't even get married, though. He literally told me not to get married because apparently he was having it hard because he didn't get the right nuggets or the right equipment or the right tools or the right mindset as to what marriage is. People think it's roses. Marriage is more thorns than roses. You see, marriage, it is hard. Yeah, can somebody shout hallelujah? I feel like I'm preaching. I will do well, oh. Shabi, you're feeling this as I'm feeling it. My dear, marriage is sweet, oh. Let me not just talk about the negative side. It's sweet, especially when your marriage is healthy. When it's healthy, even though there are thorns, even though there are challenges, even though there are difficult times, but knowing you're going through life with someone, with a team member that is as dedicated as you are, that is bringing his or her best foot forward, gives you that peace, warmth, patience while proceeding. It's like saying you're studying for an exam. Remember, the process of studying is hard. Waking up in the night, reading, absorbing so many things, trying to rewrite these things in different ways in case the questions come up, trying to, impress your professor and come out with good grades, which would in turn get you a good job. that process, that 4 years process, or 5 years process, or 2 years process, or 3 years process, or 5, depending if it's a PhD or a master's or first degree. It is hard. I remember when I was in Germany studying for my master's. Traveling to Germany for my master's seemed like I actually started from high school, because I realized I didn't know as much as I should have known as someone that was a graduate, right? So I did more than what my German colleagues did because I needed to catch up. So that whole process of studying, staying in the library, coming home and continuing, not having life was hard. But guess what? By the time I graduated and came out with a distinction, I felt good. I was gloating. I needed the world to know that Uju has arrived. You see? But it took a process. It took days and times of sowing, difficult times, sleepless nights, days and hours and months in the library to be able to get to that finish line. So that is what marriage is. That is what marriage is. So quit thinking that is an achievement. Quit thinking that because your friends are doing it and you've done a lot of ashebis or a lot of bridal train, that is your turn, that you're supposed to do it. Quit thinking that there is a time frame for you to get married. No. Girl, find yourself first. Know who you are first. Have a career and be empowered first. Know what you want out of life for yourself first. Know the kind of man you would want to go through this thing called life with first. Then marriage would come. And make sure marriage is what you want. I am tired of this typical narrative of you must get married because your mother got married and your grandma got married and your great-grandma got married. No. It's not everybody that wants to get married, and it's okay. But guess what? Hey, make sure you don't want to get married. Make sure you're not just being rebellious or because I'm in the new generation or new era. Shebi, they said I can decide not to get married, so I don't want to. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Find you first, and in finding you, you will know what you want. And you would attract the right person as a partner. And you will make life beautiful with the thorns in them. You will navigate life as if you didn't have challenges because you chose right. Because you did the work first, the underground work, which is finding you, loving you, understanding you, then knowing the kind of partner you would need to do this thing called life with. So anyway, like I said earlier, marriage is a scam. Marriage is complicated. Marriage is hard. And marriage is not an achievement. This feels like a rhyme. Marriage is a scam. Marriage is complicated. Marriage is not achievement. Marriage is hard. Marriage is complicated. Marriage. Anyway, till next time, guys. Hang in there. The very best is next. Love you. Bye.